All right, welcome back to the lab. I just need to get a few things set up. Then we are ready to go. Are we not running live on? What the hell? Twitch is saying I'm live for 7 hours. That is. All right. Yeah. Fuck it. That's probably fine. Select live source. Don't know why my YouTube chat is not working. It is live. Why are we not? Why am I not able to detect any live sources? Stop all, reload all. Okay. Just getting social stream up and running. Yeah, come on. Might have to do this one without YouTube chats. Yeah, fuck it. It's gonna be how it's gonna be. No YouTube chats today. It's probably fine. I'm gonna be doing some stuff that could be considered a bit criminal in the Go community. Let me just turn on my desktop. Go. Right. Live. Do a little bit of marketing. Live on Twitch and YouTube. Committing Golang crimes. Come join YouTube. Twitch. Twitch the TV and MPV Labs. Right? Yeah. That should be good. All right. So what I want to do is I am finishing up some stuff with deploy crate, which is what you can see right here. So I can now deploy applications. I could deploy applications before, but now I'm doing it from a non-admin profile, and I've switched over to using what's it called, Uptrace Bun instead of SQLC. So I'm basically just toying with how to use SQL Uptrace Bun, and also how I can use hooks, which is the quote-unquote criminal behavior where I want to add a new package that will define these contact key variables consts and not variables, so that in the model layer we can do something like grab the actor key here, which will always get injected through the middleware, so that I could do something like we have like active team key. So active team and actor right, and then technically I could look up so what would I look of this? It is the before the select. So what do I actually have on the query? I have what do I actually have access to? I have access to something. I just can't remember. Hooks. And now what I'm doing here is explicitly what they're telling me not to do, but we are aspiring to Rails levels of ergonomics, which means hooks, or some before and after functionality that I'm gonna be implementing here. So what I want to do is I want to do the before select, right? To access the query data. All right, so we will get query, what was it? Get model value to access the query data. What do we actually get? Query data. Can I get? Let me just check YouTube one more time if it actually is. So it says it's good and it's live. So why can I not add it? I know we can add it. Thank you. Now both YouTube and Twitch chat is live. Nice. So in here and jump in here. What do I get? I don't really get much. I basically get nothing. Right. Well, that is not really helpful. To access the query data. That is not really gonna give me anything. Oh, maybe I should bump it up for you guys. Scan rows. No, I don't really want to scan rows. I just get the bond model, which is also not. Couldn't I? Mm. So just getting the model, that doesn't really give me anything. And I guess it's because it's before we have. So it's because it's before we have done anything. Okay. What if I do like after select? Okay, now we actually get something because we already grab the data. So now the question becomes, do we actually, because I could deny it here, right? And before I don't really seem to have access to much. So now I can do something like server entity, right? Do like, if not, okay. Maybe do like a do like just a one, but not convert into server. Something like this. And then we set the active team, which we know will be a UUID. Then we would return our invalid, yeah, something like this, and then say if rest.team ID does not equal, because we would always be doing this on the, no, we would not always be doing this on the active team, right? So we would actually need to for now, I'm just gonna do it like this. This is wrong. Let's correct. Look up all team memberships for actor. Then we'll return again. And if not, then we would just return null. So we should be good here. Right, what if I do this and we reload? We should get an error now. No. Could not convert. All right. Interesting. Get all of this out. So we do get a pointer to the base model, and we got the ID and the everything. Why is this not working then? Do we need to? Because it's a pointer, maybe. Yeah. All right. So in controller and servers, is this show? Not found, that's right. Should probably do forbidden. And then we should get the real. Yeah. But if then we can access it, right? Yeah. And then could do something like user error, user finds. Can I even query new select model? I have not converted user yet. Ah, god damn it. Okay, but I have converted team. Right. Where ID, just to see if this work. Scan. Okay. So I can actually also do queues in here. Right. So now the question becomes, because when I do this, it will get applied to all. Yeah, so this is how they they want us to do it, and how also I have always done it, but let's see what happens if you don't really do this. I mean, Rails applications have scaled quite well, and one of the main arguments is that it hides away details, but everything operates on the model, right? So it's also right in the face of us whenever we do this. Right, so where did I want to figure out if there is a good pattern. What they are doing? Are they doing the exact, like, isn't this salutation that they told us not to do up here? Yeah, okay. So then they give an example of how to use it. Yeah, okay. So it has value, but not all the time. Right. The thing is, now whenever I need to would it then not get caught if I use, so what if I do this and do find raw, and we do, I don't know, new raw, so we do select queue from servers where ID equals ID, and then scan it, scan it, and then in the controller servers right here, let's do find raw. Does that bypass the hook or not? It shouldn't really. So it something is showing, and my laundry is done. Why is this stream health? Okay. Entity. Is that what I need to do? Right. So I guess this one. Does this one get hit? It should get hit, I think. Yeah. So it does hit this one. And I guess we have access to name. Yeah. So this just happens after we have scanned the data and we only have the context, so can't really do much else. But I mean, this might be a good thing. So all of this will be user facing. And then you would essentially have yeah. Because I do need to have logic where I can run without having an active user, and we do need logic to validate that someone can access a resource. So for all regular models, this is probably a good idea. What would happen in background jobs then? Then there would be no active team and no actor ID. And we could assume that that was then I mean, the alternative would be to extract this into a function and then just apply it to every new function that I would forget about very fast. Do we have something around? Yeah, after select. Oh. So do I have? Right, and we also need to update this one to just be find. Okay. So that doesn't give us anything. So we just do this. That's fine. So we still do this conversion. So now in if I just were to say servers, models, server, all. This should also return an error, right? Mm-hmm. And that is because we guess we will have to do this then in that case. Yeah, it doesn't matter right now. Yeah, so we are starting to actually have to include quite a bit of logic into this. All right. Yeah, so here we have, because it's a slice. So you would have to Mhm. Yeah, maybe this is not the best idea in the world. Okay, so we do get error. We still get that. Do we get a log statement or something? Context cancelled. Why are we getting context cancelled for this game? Yeah, come on. Right. Can I get to do it now? Right, now we are cooking on this one, but what about this? So it doesn't like this, okay. I mean, that's fine. It's fine. So I need to take into account if we have multiple. Um, yeah, so I need to take into account if I have one row or multiple rows. And then also do the validation logic. I think this might not really be all I hoped it to be. I can still do the validation for create an upsert, create an update. But I don't think the way that this is put together, that is a good way to do policies. Alright, it's also getting late here. Yeah, because we only have to query objects. Yeah, but I still like this addition. Don't like the package name, I'll need to figure that out, but having these keys defined here and the render here, and basically means that I can get rid of this. This will no longer be needed. So that is something at least, but I don't think the model hooks something that I will actually use in the way I hope them to, at least. All right, let me get all of this away. Yeah. So instead, I should have my old policy. What did I actually do here? Actor, resource. Yeah, so this one would basically not even use these two, because we can just grab them, and then I would still have to call them. I still have to call them here. Yeah. All right. At least I don't need to pass around cookies anymore. Cookies will actually just become... I wouldn't even need to have get app. I can just use the extract from there. From my new internal here, I can just use extract for pretty much everything. That's also nice. So this one goes away. So it literally just becomes like initialization logic. Yeah. I think that's fine. That is fine. Yeah. So what do I want to do now? We have render. It should just be app.render. Right. And then the same here. Maybe it's actually easier to just completely remove this. And then just check wherever we have deployments. Right. Environments. Secret in controllers, please. Right. Get rid of this one. Yeah. And then we have the clash. Don't know if it should be like life cycle. What it should actually be called. Instead. Controller provider. Come on, provider credentials. Okay. Guess this is the last thing I'm gonna do to the project before I have to stop exploring and actually just finish deploy create and make it ready for users. I am actually looking for alpha users right now. Get the product for free. You only need to bring your own server. Basically just need to come with an API key to either Hetzner or DigitalOcean. And then you can have deploy, create, manage your VPS and deployment and monitoring and telemetry. Did I dual create? No, I did not. I did not. Yeah, so it still has the extract fragment. Maybe it should just be called renderer and then renderer app key. I am not entirely sure what I actually wanna do there. But it should definitely be something in this path. Right. And then final thing, the cookies here we have created, destroyed, that's good, but get app. Yeah. Controllers, applications. Where do we use this one? Okay. So now I should be able to say extract context and what the cookie dot app, and we only need to provide it with the context and the session key cookie. Right. Credential. Cookie, there we go. I mean, this is not really the most exciting thing ever to watch. Sorry, but it will be done in a second. User ID, and then what is it? Active team ID. Oh, fuck. This is too many. Yeah, I'm gonna do this tomorrow off stream because this has to be fucking boring to watch. And I can hear my neighbors going to sleep now as well, so yeah. Come on. All right, I am gonna cut it here. Thank you guys for tuning in. See you probably